In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create 3D text with extrusion, bevels, and lighting in After Effects. Let's jump right in. When you're working with a 3D text layer in your composition, expand the layer properties and take a look under the transform section. You'll notice there are extra panels available specifically for 3D text, geometry options, and material options. These are where the magic happens, letting you give your flat text real depth and realistic edges that respond to light. Start by opening Geometry Options. Here, increase the extrusion depth value. As you raise this number, your text thickens along the z-axis, turning a flat title into a true 3D object. Go slowly and watch the text in the Composition panel as you adjust. Too little extrusion and the effect is subtle. Too much and the letters can look bulky or start to overlap depending on your font and spacing. Aim for a depth that complements your design and keeps the text readable from your chosen angle. To make that 3D form stand out, add a light to the scene. Go to the Layer menu, choose New, and then Light. This introduces real illumination into your comp, which brings out highlights and shadows on the extruded faces. Even with default settings, you'll immediately see more definition. If your scene looks too bright or too dim, don't worry. Adding the light is the important step. You can always adjust its intensity later to suit your look. Next, refine the edges with a bevel. Still in Geometry Options, find the Bevel Style menu and choose Angular. This bevel type creates crisp, faceted edges that catch light nicely, enhancing the 3D feel without softening the typography too much. Increase the bevel value to taste. For this example, we'll use a value of 5. As you raise the bevel amount, keep an eye on thin strokes and tight counters inside letters. Moderation helps preserve legibility while still delivering that polished edge. Once applied, you'll notice the angular bevel wrapping the outside of your text. Combined with the extrusion and the light you added, the faces now have dimension, and the edges reflect light in a way that makes the text pop from the background. If anything looks harsh, consider slightly reducing the bevel amount or extrusion depth until the highlights and shadows feel balanced. And that's it. By exploring the geometry and material areas, increasing extrusion depth, adding a light, and setting the bevel style to angular with a value around 5, you'll transform simple text into clean dimensional typography that reads beautifully on screen.